one started, and in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway.
Hey, just remember though, Merc, I'm locked in, bro. G Code, Dolphins. Hey, come Merc. You see what you're supposed to do, Merc. Cause all you do, Merc, is change them linebackers, put McMillan on the outside, keep Baker, and get that other nigga Kruger Hill, get them on the inside. Good to go. Let me know. Let me know when you're ready, Slime. Heard me, Slime. Hell no, the running ain't like last year.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurry.
Hey, nah, you know who stat, Merc? I went and got them boys in Will League. You know who stat? Go look at them.
Murray will give. This is great.
The Chargers.
For only about a yard up to the
Go look at the go look at the Chargers.
Supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray, and his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Shotgun now from Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Murray now on 1st down, and he hits Drake. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Man, go look at them Chargers, Mert.
First down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Drake. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
What you mean? The Chargers added KJ Hill too. Don't forget about KJ Hill. I mean, you can say what you want to.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They go for a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Room here to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Hello?
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack.
See my headphones?
They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35.
What you doing? You just got out of the shower?
A first down there on a pickup of 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
28-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
The tackle made by
4 yards the pickup, first down.
a gain of 4.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll go down at the 28. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Murray now on first down. It's complete to Hopkins.
You say what?
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. From the gun, Murray. To the catch made by Hopkins. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. So if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Open man is Kirk, complete. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
first down. Here's Breida. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7.
You hungry? I got some fish in the rice.
This is Breida.
Oh, okay.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. And it's caught by Parker. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 44 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
They got a lot of shit they gotta fix, man. They gotta fix the shit. They gotta fix the shit where they don't let you control your dude when you pick off the ball. They just be letting the dude run.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 78 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Extra point.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise. Because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now it's Peterson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going deep for Hopkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
By the Dolphins. They'll take over first.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Tua, the final shot before half. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Yeah.
And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL.
Hey, hold up,
it's a
Slime.
presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try to create some offense.
They always have those.
75, bro. You going to block,
if you
bro?
don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Here's Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. It's complete to Drake. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Now Drake. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Operating from the gun, Murray.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on to the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And this is caught off a deflection. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14.
Like
terrific play call. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua, a give. This is Howard. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jordan Howard. 63 yards. And the
I'm talking about young and fast, bro. Everybody on that defense fast.
I guess when you
from
look back on
Oklahoma.
it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that.
From Oklahoma.
You know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out
and
of
boy,
traffic
like that ain't it, ain't Atlanta merch.
Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Jason Sanders to kick.
Now after the touchdown, ready
Chargers
to kick
like
away
that.
is Sanders. And this will make it into the end zone.
But yeah, though, merch. That's who I got in on Will Lead.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Got his man, it's Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Murray off play action. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Man, what the fuck?
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Tackle made.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line, because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Good catch, boy.
Complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Tua to Parker there for the Miami first.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
No.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Damn, I'm tripping.
So that'll back him up 5.
Yeah, like Mike.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy, powering his way forward. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will take it across midfield.
You talking about my dude never hold a ball, dog.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
It would be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now.
You talking about a nigga right there for the
face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Murray to air it out again. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
They've got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I'm talking about. I'll be damn.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
I'm in the game right now.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message? And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 54 yards. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now,
I'm talking about, dog. They just allow niggas to run around
get the ball back for their offense. They had
and
3
throw the ball.
takeaways in this one, and it let...
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay,
Hey, you can send that back, Slime. Shit, you got home. Send that shit.
Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself. It's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta play my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe, for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing.
Hey, hold on, Slime.
Ain't no truce, ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this.
Yeah, I got the matchup. I just did the last game. I got the Dolphins, and you ran around with Murray all day. So if you gonna run around with Jack, I gotta make sure I got niggas to run around with you. Hey man, I gotta make sure I got a nigga to run around too, man. Hold up, nigga.
Got rich again, just a little hiccup. I live it ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so hungry, I had to eat groceries. How did the lady go mix? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they knew what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I do. Need a light year, catch my buzz. Right here, catch my buzz. Now they don't really talk about love. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with a bag? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a man? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it?
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Scoot up, son. Scoot the pillows up. Come on, scoot the pillows so you can have some. No. Put them right there for you. I want you over here.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. DeAnthony Thomas will return it for Baltimore. This is brought in at the 21. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger.
Lamar just threw that bit too far. I mean, he ain't put enough on it. Shit, that little bit was running too fast.
Do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
The ball carrier.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
7-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They run out of the shotgun.
Man, come the fuck on, man.
A couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up the third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 43 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Being chased out left. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
D. Ford that time showing what he can do defensively. Credit him with a tackle for loss. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson flushed out right. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Jackson's pass.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and
I'm talking about, bro, for you to not be, for a nigga not to be on the speed burst, bro, I should be able to cut up. Yeah, but I'm saying I ain't on the speed burst, so for me not to be
on the field, despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they did.
Oh, look at this bullshit, bro.
In any event, the extra speed,
Goddamn hole big as the goddamn, man. This shit retarded.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Shit, dumb as fuck.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Hey, hold up. You got some good fucking deals.
I guess I got a show idea. I guess I got a show.
Hey, I'm ready, Slime.
So much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a game.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far.
What you seeing that was
right
funny?
now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. We've seen him break off.
Hey, do y'all think they overdid it? Hey, tell me what y'all think about Mozart's speed, though, man. Yeah, Mostert or whatever. Y'all think they overdid it?
But oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level.
That man ain't no fucking 95 speed, man. You line him up right now and run the 40, he might run a 4.45 or some shit, or 4.5.
It's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Ravens' 32-yard line.
Now,
Yeah, we know that, but I'm just saying, if you were to line him up right now and tell him to run the 40.
Here's Mostert. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Yeah, breathing 95, but I'm saying.
It's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and get enough yards to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Oh, he held it, bro. How the fuck all his niggas hold the ball, bro? My niggas wouldn't hold the ball for shit last game.
1st down, Ravens.
Play action. It's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is
Stop playing. Come on, bro. How Jackson make the tackle, bro?
Set up shop at the 40-yard line.
What part did they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know the quarterback.
Hey, Jackson gets made a big boy tackle just
blitz
did.
control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's
my
intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl
You
Thomas.
cannot throw a deep pass unless you wide
And a
open,
good
dog.
return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
The tackle made.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Hey, I've been wanting to try it too, Slime.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson escaping the pressure right.
Oh, this man ain't past the line, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Like, God damn.
Conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10.
Oh.
Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
Oh, I'm there, man. I'm fucked up.
Before he's brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
I ain't know this shit.
The way
It
this one was
matters.
going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
At their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He's going up top for Taylor. And he knocks the ball
Bro,
away.
can I get any separation? I can't get no separation.
What he was looking for, but now it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Here's Thomas on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory
trying to get the charge
already.
Come on. Come on. Come on, lad, man.
On 1st and 10.
Bro, why this man just stop, bro?
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the pickup there, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
You know, rub on me. I ain't felt you rub me in a while.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 39. And Tucker left that one out to the right. It's no good off the mark.
That shit gonna cost you a lot of games, bro.
The NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
For San Francisco.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They need to hurry up with that shit.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
25-yard line.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, just like last play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The 14-yard line.
This is Mostert. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Ball carrier.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Garoppolo. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an
Yeah, because he got out of there a little bit just then for him not to have no escape artist in there.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Niners 17. Ravens 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Because I was kind of like skeptical who were taking off with him, but
And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10.
Oh, look at this bitch, dog.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Lamar Jackson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start.
Man, they gonna let the man do that. As soon as the man got an open field, bitch can't catch his man.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
Brought down.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up.
What's happening,
1st and 10. Mostert. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
I can't hear you, man. Boy doing a little too much. Oh yeah.
Now Mostert. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line.
Boy loud as fuck. I ain't talking about nothing.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
Bro, how Kittle dropping the ball, bro? Come on. Come on, bro.
But in this case, maybe a little too much.
How is Kittle dropping the ball, bro?
Incomplete.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Shit, dumb as fuck, man.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
But one thing they let you do on the game this year, they let you directional pass, man. They let you throw a nigga open.
Territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the running game with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there.
Yeah, you can throw a nigga open this year.
Get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 40 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Niners 24, Ravens 14. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Hey, Slime, you already know what's up, bro. You already know Slime. He trying to figure out what team he want first. You feel me?
The Raven offense set at the line.
I already know that.
Drive.
So that's why you saying to let bro know.
You know, they trail by 2 scores.
Nah, cause that nigga always with that other sugarcoating ass shit, nigga. Always with that sugarcoating shit, nigga.
And he'll be out
nigga, say what you gonna do, fuck, nigga.
Yard line. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
Nah, I'm getting the Dolphins. They got me the fuck, though, G.
Dancing away at the
look at this nigga, man.
Drop following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the
man,
32.
come on, man. Hey, bro, so the man running over Fred.
Of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They got the man running over Fred, man.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to
you
the
got
other
both
side
of
of
fucked
midfield
up.
before going out of bounds. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense is really having his problems trying to keep him contained.
Man.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That big Lamar running this shit,
there on the
dog.
scramble, and it's second down.
2nd and 6.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Baltimore.
He's got a first down and much more.
I'm talking about niggas blocking the shit out of me out there, boy.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson buying time to his left. And now he'll pull it down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, he tired, bitch.
Adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short
Yeah, I'm
pickup.
talking about the control it, bitch. I'm talking about he running the doors off this nigga.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quan Alexander. He's got daylight. He's at the 30, the 20, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
49ers.
Hey, but look though, Slime. Hey, Slime though.
Interception, return for touchdown.
But Slime though, I'm saying though, you talking about you want to have fun. How much fun you want to have, bitch? You already got there in that 200-yard rushing with the nigga.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
First of all, fuck tripping them or something. You gotta worry about. You gotta first try to grab the nigga jersey first. Man, that bitch riding, man. That bitch riding, man. That bitch, I'm talking about.
And last time. Decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
Oh my God, that fuck nigga. And dog, he is not letting that bitch go. I seen that bitch fumble one time.
Go ahead and attack on offense.
And that's because I came hard on that blitz.
They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Man, this bitch don't fumble?
Second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Hey, Slime, that bitch boinking got to be fast, dog. But that bitch turned around.
Yards. And the
Still
Ravens
got
get a
missing.
bit closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
I did pick that up, bro.
They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did it.
Hey, boy, that boy tried to get one carry and go somewhere, boy.
And that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Coleman. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Good hit, nigga. Good hit.
Second
Beat me there again.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw is Garoppolo. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like
Dog,
to do that.
look at this bitch, dog.
For a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film.
Down and can
And if it's slide, I got my stomach hurt. Hey, slide, watch out, bro.